For years, artificial intelligence behaved like a digital oracle. You walked up to a prompt box, typed a question, and waited for it to speak. It generated text, images, or code, but it only acted when we explicitly told it to. But that passive model is being pushed aside by raw performance. The 2026 Stanford AI Index shows the historical capability gap between United States and Chinese AI models has effectively closed, with the two regions trading the lead multiple times in a single year. As the performance gap vanished, adoption exploded. Generative AI reached 53% of the population in 3 years, a pace significantly faster than the personal computer or the internet. In software development, AI systems are now hitting near 100% success on complex coding benchmarks. Despite these software leaps, global labor shortages persist and productivity remains flat. In this environment, businesses have reached the limit of what a chatbot can provide. They are seeking tools that can handle the workload itself rather than just describing it. With 88% of organizations now adopting the technology, the global economy is shifting towards systems that can execute tasks independently, making the passive, text-only prompt box a relic of the past. Agentic AI describes software designed to make independent decisions, call on external digital tools, and execute multi-step workflows without human intervention. Companies are moving these agents into production to automate complex administrative processes and increasingly to manage physical labor. As AI steps out of the digital box and begins to act on its own, it is breaking our established definitions of labor and cybersecurity. We see this autonomy in systems like OpenAI's GPT Real-Time 2. It natively reasons inside a live audio loop, allowing it to speak to a human while independently triggering multiple back-end tools to solve a problem in the background. Google DeepMind has pushed this into the operating system itself. Their agents can navigate complex computer environments, opening applications and executing sequences of tasks just as a human operator would. In clinical medicine, this has evolved into multi-agent orchestration. AI is no longer limited to predicting disease. It is now actively managing hospital workflows and coordinating patient care across departments. Now, the tech industry is taking this digital autonomy and injecting it into hardware. Samsung and Meta are making aggressive investments in humanoid robotics, intending to deploy these AI agents directly onto manufacturing floors to solve persistent labor shortages. Software has acquired a body. AI has transitioned from a downloadable application to a deployed physical worker. But giving these systems agency exposes a phenomenon researchers call the jagged frontier. It is the paradox of superhuman intelligence existing alongside bizarre, fundamental brittleness. Granting independent action to systems whose failure modes we cannot fully map creates an immediate, unprecedented threat to global infrastructure. This leads to a critical legal question. When an autonomous machine makes an independent decision that causes harm, who is at fault? Regulators are already searching for the answer. In the UK, the Competition and Markets Authority is investigating major hotel chains for alleged price fixing facilitated by autonomous third-party algorithms. The CMA has established a clear precedent. Companies are entirely legally responsible for the actions of their AI agents. In the eyes of the law, delegating a decision to software does not delegate the liability. This demand for accountability is fueling a global push for AI sovereignty. Governments are now investing in domestic supercomputing and hardware to ensure they have local control over the agents running their economies. But that control is an illusion. The entire agentic revolution currently depends on a single chip foundry in Taiwan, creating a global bottleneck that one supply chain disruption could shatter. Domestic legal systems and national economies are now effectively at the mercy of offshore hardware executing software that acts beyond direct human control. Within corporations, these agents are already hollowing out traditional hierarchies. Because they excel at managing workflows and calling tools, they are moving into roles that were once the exclusive domain of humans. Airbnb CEO Brian Chesky has already warned that pure people managers, those who manage workflows rather than producing work, face obsolescence as AI takes over the coordination of labor. This shift is reaching the boardroom. Lloyd's Banking Group is now using an AI board bot to review confidential material and prepare for high-level meetings, marking the first time a FTSE-listed firm has given AI a seat at the top of the decision-making chain. As AI moves from a chatbot to an autonomous actor in our boardrooms and on our factory floors, the focus is shifting from technical capability to legal liability. When an autonomous machine breaks the law, the question of who goes to prison is no longer